It's like Bill Burr said, we should bring bullying back to like even the sort of like the. It's sort of like will align the universe, as it were.
I'm
Yeah,
not going to touch that, but man,
of
we got
course you
some
will.
awesome cards, man.
Let me say one thing. Ali Abdiaziz is a
Oh,
cunt.
well,
There it
I'm
is.
glad that we got this out of the way up front,
We got it out of the way.
and now we can move on to better things.
I love how Israel Adesanya shit all over Ali Abdiaziz for trying to get the trying to talk about Usman and Israel fighting, and Israel just cut it off. He's like, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about, and it was very satisfying because you don't hear many fighters except for, of course, McGregor shit all over him because Ali can't stop talking about McGregor 4 years later. I think he probably had a crush on him at one time. He wanted McGregor to be Noah's stepfather, and I know, right? I had to. They called me this morning and said I had to.
This episode of King of the Casuals UFC 282 is brought to you by our boys over at fuckem.nyc. Go check out that swag. To our boy Caden and the crew over at fuckem.nyc. Thank you guys. We appreciate you.
And that's fuckem.nyc on Instagram.
And you know what I say? Ali Abdiaziz? Fuck him!
Look, with all due respect to everyone, fuck everyone. I'm just here for my own.
What?
Tito Ortiz, because his IQ is 12.
I was going to say, why would you want to make Ortiz look any dumber than he actually is?
It's fun.
King of the casuals, the casual king. King of the casuals, the casual king.
It's Leon Edwards' final shot. Well, maybe not final shot, but at least at Kamaru Usman, who is a family favorite because Jack McCarthy, hashtag Jackie Mac forever, and I went to Chicago to see UFC 225. It was Colby Covington versus Rafael dos Anjos and Whitaker versus Romero 2. We still don't know really who won that fight. Anyhow, we met Kamaru Usman, who was there to watch, and he couldn't have been nicer, classier, more gracious and giving with his time to Jack, who at the time was, I want to say, maybe 15. So hats off to, and a big shout out to Kamaru Usman, who clearly will always be a fighter from the UFC who's near and dear to my heart. And we lost Jack, and that's why we continue to do this podcast, to fentanyl. This is the poster here, Forever 19, Jack McCarthy, victim of drug-induced homicide. That's right, poisoned by fentanyl. So it is the reason everybody has a purpose, right? And our purpose is to get that word out while doing what Jack loved most, which is talking about mixed martial arts and things that matter in art. And to do that, of course, I've got to bring in my two favorite guys in the world, the Bruce brothers from the West Coast. Before I do that, I would like to say, fuck Ali Abdiaziz, fuck fentanyl, and fuck you if you don't like it. All right? I was I was watching Grandma Casual laughing, reading the John Jones tweets. I can't believe that I got her to do that.
I'm about to give birth to something big, something out of the ordinary. Does your wife think about me as much as you do? Why is my dick constantly in your mouth? Get over me already. Oh boy, not good. As successful as you are, it's crazy to see you living in my shadow the way you do. Just remember, losers focus on winners. Oh, that's Conor McGregor's line. Uh-oh, stealing. All you had to do was survive the first round, and all your dreams would have come true. I get why you hate me. What do you do when someone kicks your ass in real life, cyberbully? Uncle Chael will kick your ass. I'd love to have dinner at your house one night. I've absolutely run that bitch. I'd have you bringing me coffee Did this guy go to grammar school? It's like as soon as you run out of things to talk about, you put my big ass dick right back in your mouth. I've never ever met anyone like you. I think I'm gonna call your mother.
Like the view, coach. I like so much, and when I defend my title here, I'm gonna like more.
You're gonna like it more? Look at the view, you guys.
Yo, assalamu alaikum, my niggas. What's good?
Do you think it stays around? Does it compete with boxing or overtake boxing, Lou?
One company dominating an entire industry. My guess is that as long as they can continue to get young white guys to watch, they're gonna be there for a long time. Guys are elbowing each other to the heads. Guys are kneeing each other. They get into leg locks and start rolling around on the ground in submission holes.
Joe, you care to respond to that first, Joe?
How is that human? How is that human cockfighting? You know what that is? That's actual fighting. You know what boxing is? What boxing is a very limited form of fighting. It's kind of a silly agreement. Say like we hate each other, we're gonna fight, we're gonna duke it out man to man, but we're only gonna use our hands. That's it.
You look like you've been in the gym, and I admire it. I admire your hard work. It's nice to see. Do you have the cowboy boots on, or I'm afraid to ask you to stand up.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
I mean, that's about the only thing left to the imagination.
Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Chris Daukaus, who's like brother fought last week, little brother. But Chris Daukaus he's good, man.
He's a beast.
I've only seen him lose once.
So Josh, let me give you guys here. So Rozenstruik's number 9 in the heavyweight division. He's coming in at a -170 favorite to Chris Daukaus, number 11 in the division, at a +145.
Hey, man, I'm going with Rozenstruik. He's got strike in his name, man. Freaking knock his block off. You know what I mean?
King of the Casuals here. It is the week of Thanksgiving, and, well, there's no fights this weekend, so we're going to do our best to keep you entertained in the world of combat sports, casual style.
I don't wanna fall asleep, I don't wanna pass away. I've been thinking of our future, cause I'll never see those days.
Alright, man, tonight I'm only doing top 3 fights on the main event, cause them other bitches, they don't rate a prediction from the Great White Ninja himself. Yeah, bitch, Tupac. Alright, man, first fight, Petr Yan and Sugar Sean O'Malley. I'm going with the fucking Sugar Show, baby. All night.
Alright, man, first fight, Imavov and fucking Buckley. I'm going with Buckley, because the other dude's fucking French. And he's giving up halfway through the fight. And that's just not me shooting from the hip. That's history. Fucking look it up.
Cause I'm the king of the casuals, the casual king. I'm the king of the casuals, the casual king.
I don't like the wrestling in MMA wrestling. I love it. I love jiu-jitsu. Okay, look, I love jiu-jitsu.
The king of the casuals, the casual king. King of the casuals, the casual king. Cause ain't nobody bringing you the casual bang.
Silence of the Lambs, the Buffalo Bill scene. What did Mig say?
Yeah, I'm still working through that. You actually have to have a conversation about that. But you know what? It's made me the person I am today. So I gotta hate you and appreciate you at the same time. It's a really weird feeling.
Common sense is with Volkanovski.
You're the worst. The worst.
With what?
Come on. That was
the phone?
Okay, so wait,
it's Chael Sonnen. I gotta take it.
Uncle Chael.
Tough night for you tonight.
What was tough about it? Loss is part of life. If you don't have loss, you don't grow. This isn't tough, this is life.
What did you think about your performance tonight? Some people said maybe you weren't quite at 100% tonight.
They're wrong. I was there. That was 100% me. That's how it goes in this game. You're swinging 4-ounce gloves. You get caught sometimes.
Yeah, we don't want nobody telling us what to do. We don't want nobody pushing us around.
Tell me, just what is it that you...
That's Nate. You may remember him from the early casual episodes. He's been busy. It has been a minute. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing great. Yeah, I don't even know where I'm at. I think Colorado, but maybe not. Who knows these things?
Sounds like the best idea ever. I'm already lost. Why not do a podcast while driving?
this, I'm pretty sure like your peak speed is until like mid-30s maybe, and then your peak strength pretty much starts to tap out around 40, right?
So why am I faster and stronger than I've ever been?
Because
Must
you
be the
weren't
drugs.
very good when you were younger.
Fuck you.
Jack and I have fantastic sparring matches. No striking, but wrestling and a little bit of jujitsu.
It's so much fun. Oh my god.
It's the best workout ever because
I just love, I love throwing you around.
He ragdolls me.
All right, so a Kodiak bear or a silverback gorilla?
Bear wins every single time. It's not
Who?
even the bear.
Who
The
does?
Bears always wins.
But wait a minute now.
No,
Just hang-
there's no wait a minute.
May I please have it? I'd like an argument. I want to argue.
Opposable thumb. I'm going silverback.
Me too. And the bear and the silverback is smarter and way more agile, so he could take the back and choke out the bear. Let's just. I remember you as a little kid, since I'm a few years older than you, telling me about this guy Brock Lesnar back in the day. And then I actually saw the original, very first fight that Hoist Gracie fought. So I've been following it all along, but I'm going to call myself a casual because anything I ever say, it's a casual. Because I'm not Luke Thomas or
Well, at the end of the day, and there's a lot of professional fighters around this place. I'm friends with a couple of individuals who, go to the same gym and work out with Rose and all those type of things. So,
let me just say, you just mentioned my favorite fighter, so I love Rose Namajunas because she's she's got heart and she's a badass and she's cool. And she's beautiful, actually, which shouldn't matter, but it's fun. And I like her fiance. He's a cool dude.
Pat
Barry.
Big old Pat
Barry.
And maybe tell me Trevor Whitman's not the best trainer in the game.
For sure.
I mean,
Hold
he's
on, real
right up
quick
there.
Before we get into Trevor Whitman, though, going back to your girl Rose, she's got a big fight coming up. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. I have. I mean, okay, so here's the thing. MMA math doesn't always work out to be MMA math, right? So Rose beat Joanna twice. She knocked her out easily. Second fight, she easily coasted to a decision in the second fight with Joanna. And Joanna, some say beat Weili Zhang.
Willie Z.
Is it Zhang Weili or Weili Zhang?
Yeah.
Either way, that girl's all up too. But I'm just saying, I think Rose. You'll be surprised. I think Rose will. Rose's footwork and movement's way too tricky for someone like Zhang. I could be, and of course, maybe I'm wrong, and she'll just.
I think we completely lost Nate now, so thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up for a minute and a half, Nathaniel. We really appreciate all the input. It was very riveting and
very inspiring for the kids.
Can't wait for you to be back on the next episode.
Yeah.
I think, could there be any band that represents the music of the unlaid better than Mosh? That's the ultimate music of the unlaid. And I feel the same thing applies to those who watch press conferences and want to pontificate the merits of who got the better zinger in there, when these motherfuckers are in there to kill each other for the most part. So we'll dedicate this podcast to the nerds who represent the music of the unlaid.